guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is a request from one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. It's one of my very favorite bands, actually, is Allman Brothers. This is from Peter, so thank you, Peter, for your song suggestion and for your support. But I've never heard this song. It's called Whipping Post, and he sent us the lyric video for that, which thank God, because then we can actually follow it along without any difficulty, hopefully. But I really love this song. I guess it's from 1969, so it's from the time that actually Dwayne was still alive. So this is like the original Allman Brothers. We watched one more Allman Brother, which was Sweet Melissa, and we also watched Jessica, which was just a guitar instrumental from Dickie Betts. So we can link both of them here for you guys if you want to go check them out. But today we're going to listen to the original Allman Brothers, which I'm very excited for. One second, just because it has a cool bass line. I appreciate the songs that have really cool bass lines, and they actually are not scared to bring it up from down there and actually make you listen to it, at least at some points. So I think it's instantly my favorite song. And now I'm going to play it and not pause it, I promise. This time it's just like, it just caught me off guard a little bit.
I don't know why I let that mean woman make me a fool. She took all my money, wrecked my new car. Now she's with one of my good time buddies. They're drinking in some crosstown bar. Sometimes I feel, sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
So let's just pause here. There's a few things that were happening that I was trying to make sense of. First of all, being the rhythm in the intro, because I thought they're going for bada 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 bum bum bum, but they did not. They surprised us with like just two 8 notes at the end. So I was trying to like count on my fingers to see how many beats are they playing, and I think they're playing, if I'm not mistaken, 11. Bum 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 bum. So it was like, because it kind of like surprises you, but not in a good way, because it's just like oh every time. It just makes you feel anxious a little bit in the beginning, which I think that was like intentional, because the song was talking about a wild story.
Yeah, I have to say I really was impressed with the build-up and how they went through like one layer and then added second layer, and also the way that they did it, like it wasn't like da 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 da. The phrasing was very well thought, and like you know, it gave you this feeling of not just sitting but also moving forward, because in the music it doesn't matter what kind of music you are playing. If you are playing it, you can just play the same, two people can play the same notes. One of them can play it like da da da, you know, like the notes like that, but one person can just do something with the phrasing, or I don't know, with the spaces that are between the notes, or like going up and down or something like that, so that you feel that, oh, it's not something seated, you know, because music
Yeah.
is building up itself through the time, and time is actually a very, very important aspect in music. So you have to show that the music is a kind of art that time matters in it, and it's builds itself up through the time. So you have to show the time also, and they were also showing very well in that intro. Yeah.
Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. My friends tell me that I've been such a fool, and I had to stand by and take it, baby. Oh, for loving you, I drown myself in sorrow as I look at what you've done. But nothing seems to change. The bad times stay the same, and I can't run. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. To the whipping post. To the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying.
I love that response from the guitars.
Mhm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's so cool. I know that the song is like kind of sad, but at the same time, it's just like I don't know. It's mostly about like how he feels rather than telling the story. I mean, he told us about the story that what happened, like I guess in the first verse, but I guess after that, it just shifted to how he feels or like how that affected him. He feels like he's dying, so it's like a lot of vulnerability and a lot of emotions coming. Uh, but at the same time, I guess that with the instrumentation I don't know. It's just such a cool like combination of that, especially with the guitars, the way that they kind of respond to the voices and also between each other.
Yeah, I have to also say that the music in this song is not just there because in some of the songs, music is just there to in order to help you see the or hear the story better. But in here, music was there to just feel it. It wasn't just like inactive there. It was also a part of the thing that he was delivering. For example, he was saying, talking about, I feel like I'm tied to something, and it's like he was like, I feel like I'm trapped in some place and I cannot go, and it's not a nice feeling. And you could hear so many loops in the music from the beginning with this intro that it was repeating, and it was a loop until now that it was like this like this. I don't remember
Yeah,
the
it's like
thing
I think it's
anymore,
going
but
up
it
and
was like
down.
for
Yeah,
yeah, for a long time it was just two notes that was repeating, and it was like it felt like cursed. I don't know, it was like when you're trapped in somewhere and you look there and there is no way go forward or go down, and you're just repeating a loop. So it was exactly the feeling that the music would say. What I wanted to say, it was like if even if he wouldn't, you would take the lyrics and the singing part away, you could get this feeling from the music itself that the person is talking about. That's what
yeah.
I wanted to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so cool. I think it's an and then it would go down, I guess, I don't know to where, but then that was repeating, as you said, for so long, even though it got introduced, that line, and then but it just carried through when he was also singing and the guitars kind of came over it. So that was really like interesting.
Come down, yeah.
Here also. One thing, I know we said we're just gonna listen to the whole thing, but that part was, I know it's not that untypical to bum 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 bum, and I think actually in A minor, but then with those like stepwise either bass or melody lines, I guess you would expect them to like break that sequence after like 3 or 4 or maximum 5 times, like bum 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 bum, and then you would expect, okay, where we're going. But I think but they prolonged it for so long that it almost felt, okay, when is this result coming? So that was very cool because it just really evoked that feeling, because I was like, okay, where are we going? So that was very interesting.
Yeah, I'm happy that you also felt it. So it's because I exactly felt it like that, because the whole song until exactly before this part that there is a scale going up was like a little small part of the loops, like exactly before this it was like at least one layer will make this loop for you in the whole song. For example, the exactly before this scale, it was like I think it's organ, something like organ, that it was like da 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 or something like that. And the whole song you hear small sections of loop and you feel trapped and cursed. But then in this scale is like this part that you're like, okay, I cannot repeat this loop anymore, and you go and you're like, I cannot do this anymore, and you feel that, okay, I'm going, I want this, I don't, like you want really badly something to get out of this loop. And exactly after this scale, I mean we have to listen to it a little more to see if it's the same or it changed, but I felt that it's for the first time in the song it changed a little, and this cursed loop is not there anymore, kind of.
Yeah, that's right, because it was going from I guess it was an AI, I'm not sure though. But then this time it just kept going up and up. Let's go. this last part really, I guess it was all throughout the song, but this last part really reminded, like, I feel like I can hear the influence of jazz music, especially when they stopped that and then he started like kind of like just in a free way of singing. It really reminded me of like jazz singers, blues, that it's just they just go and kind of like improvise on their own. It was not that improvisatory, his singing, but that it kind of had that feeling that it's like a jazz singer. And I think you can hear jazz influence all throughout the instruments as well. So that was really cool. That because they're a southern rock band, but I know southern rock has some blues influence in them, but in this one I think it was really like you could really feel it a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. And as we listen to that scale again, I think if I'm not hearing it wrong, until the last two notes, it was like a natural minor scale, like it's just a normal, but it because the whole song was like this, like weird, it had this weird feeling. This very natural, like normal, just minor scale felt like really weird in it, and then they went one time to the scale, so from the tonic to the tonic in the higher place. But the second time that they were going one step more up and the second octave, the seventh, they changed the seventh note, the leading tone, half a tone more up, so that it turned into like a harmonic minor. If I didn't heard it wrong, it was like this. That's why it felt like, okay, the anticipation and the feeling of I'm waiting for something and I want something to happen even gets like 2 times more with this just half a tone change. And yeah, after that there was like repeating, but it didn't feel like this loop. It was like it changed. It was like the breaking something with this scale, and then also the tempo dropped and everything like just fell apart after.
I love the tempo changes. I mean, the tempo dropped in the last part. It felt really, and also I feel like throughout the song, also the tempo was like there was like some subtle changes, but it was mostly feeling like it just gets heavier instead of just slower for the most part, especially when it would after like the chorus. There was just moments of like that is just okay, it's just too heavy and too hard and weighted to move. So it didn't really feel like a tempo drop, even though it might have been. It mostly felt like okay, the character is just getting heavier and heavier to move, and then it was more obvious in the last part of it. So I think just the arrangement wise, it was, as you said, I feel like even if we didn't have the lyrics, obviously we wouldn't know exactly like what is talking about the story, but that you could also like have this feeling of tension, first of all, because of the, I guess, 11 beats that we have, which is kind of like unsettling, but also because of the tempo changes, the heaviness in the harmonies that have happening, the scale. I think you could still feel the heaviness and the tension throughout the song. So that was very I guess that was very genius too, for them to like really, it's very well thought to just think of every detailed thing. And I feel like because we are not watching a video, we're not realizing the guitars that much, I guess because we're not guitar players. But I think they really did a good job at like keeping it, as you said. I think it was, you said that it was like really part of the song, not just accompaniment part. You really felt that it's just equally important as the singer's voice. Yeah, it was such a, I guess we don't know that much about Allman Brothers. I don't think I even heard that many songs. So it's cool that we are like seeing other parts or other sides of them. And if you guys like them and enjoyed this video, let us know what other suggestions we should do from this band or other songs, and we would be happy to do them. But thank you, Peter, for suggesting this song, and thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. I'll see you guys tomorrow with our next video. Bye!
Bye!